Could you imagine if right now you just took the government out? It was no longer an issue. There was all of a sudden there was no government. You just had people, individuals, some aligned based on their thinking, some aligned based on how they feel about things. You would then have a situation where both opposing sides, not that there's just two sides to anything, but there tends to be, okay, in this overly extreme version of today we're living in. But you could then have two groups, and one group could say to the other group, we don't want you anywhere near us. We don't abide by your ideology, we want you gone. And what you could have that then is an essential free market, okay, where people got to go where they wanted, they got to associate with who they wanted, and they got to shun whoever they wanted out of their communities. How long do you think this difference of opinion or worldview would last? I would say about 2 weeks, because you have people who want to uphold a sense of justice and law and order in the land, on the land, which means they want a predictable environment. Predictability leads to a certain level of comfort and a certain level of surety, where you're now allowed to apply your efforts and your attention to creative things that you enjoy doing, things that all of us would probably rather be doing rather than talking about the slide into hell. You know? So one side would end up becoming far more productive and creative than the other side. And then the other side would just want to sponge till essentially they would either have to acquiesce and toe the line of a different worldview, or they'd have to go and try and fight for what they want or what they need. But fundamentally, how is that any different to what we have now with the government? When you add to it the fact that the government are the source of all of this unrest and tension, because it's based off of their decisions. So if they really, really, really wanted to stop protests, if they really, really, really wanted to stop the potential for immigrants being harmed by coming in here, if they really, really, really wanted to pretend like they were serving the people, they could just stop taking these people in. It's as simple as that. They could stop taking these people in, and they could tell the Irish people, look, we'll give you 5 years till you get yourselves things ironed out, and maybe we can have a look at it again, whatever the case is. But if they were really, really serious about having a stable, functioning, prosperous, relaxed, violent, reduced society, as Ireland once was, they would just stop bringing these people in. But they won't. They continue to bring these people in, and instead of having a conversation around that as to why they won't listen to the people, they're now trying to blame some people and turn one group of Irish people against another group of Irish people by saying that it's only their actions that's causing this. They're just doing this totally arbitrarily because they hate other people. Whatever. If you take the government out, you would have a far less stressful situation in this country. It's as simple as that. This is just a political thought experiment. If they were to gone, what good do they bring you? What good did they bring you? On a good day. Never mind the fact that they're stoking ethnic tensions in this country while they're heavily protected by all of the people who should be maintaining the peace in your town and village. No, you don't get that, sorry. You get to worry for the rest of your life about who's moving in down the field next door to you or down the road from you, and where your kids are at all times. And God forbid they're 10 minutes late, or they won't answer the phone some night. These are all worries and concerns that this government has forced onto you. And when you react to that, they'll blame you for being violent. Well done. We live in some country.